Hello everybody, Simon here, Explosive Action, and I am here not doing a DVD update for this one time. I'm actually just going to do a little walkthrough on the Mancave, which has had a bit of an update. One particularly awesome new addition, which I will leave to the end because it's just so spectacular. It really is just fucking awesome. So let me just run through what's changed around here. So this is still the main Blu-ray shelf and horror A to Z, as it's been for a long time. Some of the box sets have moved back up the top here, the horror and action and just genre box sets. The Blu-rays, of course, is obviously one of the most expanding areas of my collection, so needed more shelf space to themselves. We have the Steelbooks, my little collection there. The Arrow Blu-rays, I don't have many. The Criterions, my Raro, little Father's Day 4-disc set there, a nice slipcase. It's got its own little section because it's pretty cool. The Monster Pictures with the awesome Maniac Australian release, which I will show in my update. The Umbrella Blues, Insomnia, they do a lot of doubles, you can see there. Icon, Asylum, Shout and Scream Factory, I've got a good little collection of them. Blue Undergrounds, we've got Severin there, we've got Synapse, 88 Films, which are doing full moon picture releases in the UK. We've got a nice release there of Castle Freak and Pit and the Pendulum. The Australian Hammer Blu-rays, which I'm slightly annoyed about because having bought almost all of them, they've just announced a box set that would have meant I could have spent half the money, but that's what happens. Typical. We've got sort of A to Z horror going on here, just no label specific things. I still utilise all the space I can. You can see I've got stuff put on there sideways. Why not? Sci-fi, fantasy. And we've got more sci-fi, fantasy stuff. We start the action here, and I started with the action stars. So this is the Schwarzenegger section. You can see my little labels, which help things out. Make it very much a video store. Stallone, Steven Seagal, Steve Austin, Danny Trejo. Got Van Damme, Scott Adkins, Dolph Lundgren. And the reason I put things like these two together, Adkins and Lundgren, is because they will share in certain films together. Like I should actually move these things around a bit, but this Universal Soldier has both Adkins, Van Damme, and Lundgren, so it's grouped together. We've got my Bruce Willis, Jason Statham, Chuck Norris, good old Chuck. A to Z action starts about there. Goes on for a bit. Then we've got animations, my nice big Looney Tunes Platinum collection there, and some comedy stuff on the end. And that's pretty much then a few little horror collection items there, mainly little thin digi ones that can sort of all cram together nicely. The Hellraiser bootleg box, 6 films in that. A Dalek, why not? Some horror compilations, so things in there like the 3 Hostel, the 3 Grudge remakes, Species, etc. A lot of multi-film sets here, documentaries, and my very, very small Heart Box collection. And then it's just literally A to Z horror. Though we do have the I split off the Asian horror to its own little section, just because I had enough to, no other reason really. And then that's just A to Z horror DVDs. So that's pretty much that section. Hasn't changed a huge amount. It's just grown. So the next update I'd like to show is this TV stand. Now this was basically up the back of the cave next to the garage door, and it was just filled with the magazines, Laserdiscs, and a few other things. Basically, it was just a leftover shelf. But I figured if I took the top part off, it's supposed to be 3 layers, it would make an excellent TV stand, and I think it really does. So I got the telly on top there on VCR input with nothing much going on at the moment, and the appliances below. So I've got the Western Digital WD-TV Live in there. And we've got PS2 Slim. We've got a rather cheap Laser brand all-region DVD, all-region Blu-ray playback, which is a nice little device. My Sony VCR. It's probably my best one out of all the VCRs I've got stored away. It's originally, I think they were priced at like $1,200 or something, so the quality is excellent from that. It has got lots of post-processing, which is really cool. Makes videos look a lot cleaner and sharper, particularly when on a LCD like this. And the last thing I've got there is my Pioneer Laserdisc player. It's a DVD Laserdisc combo. I don't use the DVD portion anymore. The belt needed replacing earlier this week. At least that's what I assumed it was, and I have to give big props to the Facebook Laserdisc Forever group, which I took a video of the problem I was having, which was the machine would no longer pick up discs. It would just make a moaning, groaning sound and then fail and then eject the tray. And then shortly after that it wouldn't even eject the tray anymore. It'd just sit there and grunt. And lots of help on that group. And somebody that obviously knows a lot about Laserdiscs, they filmed a video of inside the machine of what I needed to fix. They provided a link to Pioneer's website of what I needed to buy, and for $2.74 I got a belt sent to me in 2 days, and I installed it in 20 minutes and everything's back to normal. So that was excellent. The Laserdiscs Forever group on Facebook, and that's the Laserdisc there. And I really need to bring out just one of them, which I received yesterday. The Saturday Post has started, now it's Christmas. The Brain, so cool. Very happy to pick this one up. My man Extra the Mutilator posted on Facebook that he had got this one, and so many of the American horror fans have been going on about The Brain for years. So I wanted to pick it up, and we found one on he found one on eBay for me for a very cheap price. I think I paid about $35, including shipping to Australia, which is incredibly good for a Laserdisc. Most of that is shipping cost. And I watched it straight away after the machine was repaired. An awesome slice of 80s cheese. So we've got the books down there, my horror books, cinema books, a few of the oversized box sets. You can see the Planet of the Apes there, James Bond. Horror magazines. I don't really collect anything like that, but I was gifted a whole bunch, so I just keep them there and I flick through them sometimes. And, so the arcade machine still needs repairs, but at least it's somewhere I can get to it easier now. A few posters still on the wall. I actually put up this one of The Last Match, which is a fantastic, little-known Italian action film that basically involves a football team rescuing a girl from a prison, and involves such awesomeness as kicking a football with a grenade in it at a helicopter. Oh, that's awesome. The comedy stuff hasn't really changed. I won't even bother going over there. The Doctor Who shelf's exactly as it was. The action stuff, pretty much the same. So you've got a lot of action compilations, and then I started off with the stars again, so that's Schwarzenegger's, Van Damme's, etc. And because I have more on DVD, we actually have sections for Gary Daniels and for Don the Dragon Wilson and that kind of thing, so it's really cool. Then just A to Z action, lots of stuff. Drama, thriller, and then sci-fi fantasy. So that's all pretty cool. The videos on these shelves have changed a little, but it's still pretty much just a show-off video shelf. CBS Fox, Vestrons, Premiere, Palace, KTEL, Applause, Showtime, and some sign video on the end. A couple of fancy ones you can see up there, just nice box ones I liked. The one change here is that the Japanese videos now have a big vertical display. So that's all the Japanese tapes with my rotor poster on the right. Living Dead dolls, the 3 that I've still got. These tapes are all pretty much the same down here, just a bit of a rejig of how they lay out. They're rather cool. My music CDs here. A couple of Hellraiser, and you've got Pinhead, Ash, and Jason standing on top of my CDs. This is a new addition. It's a bit dark in this corner, might be hard to see. I bought a third one of the shelves that matched this lot. So I got a third one, built it, because I was really just overflowing. So this now is where the DVD collections go. So you can see Shameless up the top, Arrow. We've got the Shout Factory Roger Corman range, and it does get a little bit dark for me to film here, but Anchor Bay, 88 Films, Blue Underground, Umbrella, and it just keeps going down. There's Monster, Eastern Eye, anything that makes a collection. Code Red, Scorpion, all goes in that corner. It's a lot brighter than it's looking here. I can see everything fine, but the video is not showing that. Little corner here between the two of just a few nice things. My signed Deep Red by members of Goblin. The Halloween special edition with the reflective cover. Friday the 13th standee, the Suspiria 3-disc set, the really cool Blind Dead coffin box, and in that corner there is, I guess you'd call it the retro VHS, modern VHS, next to a boombox, which I found for $10 at a Vinnie's. It's always good to have a boombox. It's just a pity the cassette doesn't work too well. Yes, I still have cassettes. The throne. The throne is still the same. My awesome throne. But what has changed, and I've just been trying not to film until now, we'll go from ground up. This is the newest addition to the collection. My VHS rotating carousel. Stunning, stunning thing. My local video shop has been hanging on to his videos for the last few years. Just ex-rentals, not renting them out. And there's slowly been almost nothing left, just what he could fit in this stand. And it was all rubbish. Nothing good, rubbish. So I said, when you want to get rid of it, give me a call. A month later, he gave me a call. Really nice guy. It's a proper mum and pop shop. Gave me a call and said, it's yours, come pick it up. I said, do you want any money? He said, no. So this cost me nothing. And it is an amazing display stand. I've put all my favourites up the top. It's properly designed for the Australian tapes, so the big box ones are perfect fit. A little lip on the front here so they can't fly out. Awesome. Wouldn't be good for the American slipcases, of course. Equalizer 2000, Demon Warp, Brain Dead, embossed cover, Deadly Prey, Gates of Hell. I put all the good road shows down here. You can see Kill or Be Killed, Mad Max, Blood Beach, Bells, also called Murder by Phone. That film needs a DVD. And then, yeah, mainly the road shows, because I think the road shows have the best art. And there was enough I could put all my good road shows in here. And then some of my Palas. And then there's a few other key ones that are my favourites. But it's this top layer, which I think is the best. My best examples, Tiger Shark, the awesome Mind Killer. How good's that cover? Amazing. Prom Night 2, 976 Evil, White Ghost, Massacre at Central High. That needs a decent DVD. We've got Berserker, good little slash of that. Out of the Dark, Killer Workout, also called Aerobicide. That needs a proper DVD. The UK one doesn't really cut it. So yeah, that's just awesome. I love this rack. I cannot overstate how much this thing has improved this room. I can just go in here and pull one off the rotating carousel and then throw it in the VCR and sit down in the throne. So that's pretty much this video. Take a shot of the posters. I've got another poster on its way, which will be really cool when I hang it up. I'll show that one off. I won't mention what it is, but it's going to be the best poster in this room. I may have to go over the top of Cobra Mission for a while. That may end up being the rotating poster wall for the really big ones, because I just don't have the space. Alright, so that's this video. Little steps through the man cave. Hope you all enjoy. See you all next time.